When reports emerge that big restaurants like Noodles Company, Wendy's, and CiCi's Pizza have been the victims of credit card hacks, it makes you question the security of your own business. And while the very idea of your company's financial information being in the wrong hands can be enough to ruin your day, there are ways to prevent this kind of catastrophe. And they all start with choosing the proper technology. That's what we'll be delving into as we take a look at what's trending at Toast. Hi there, I'm AJ from Toast, and welcome to the Toast Top 5. Today, we'll be covering the essentials your restaurant should have in place if you want to operate a more secure business. It's important to note that no system is truly perfect, but some are better than others when it comes to security. So here are the 5 things you should cover with your POS provider to ensure a secure point-of-sale transaction and keep important information out of the wrong hands. Let's talk about the first thing you should consider when it comes to credit card security. All restaurants want to make sure they're a trusted vendor in the eyes of their customers. The best way to do this is by making sure your point-of-sale system is PCI compliant. The Payment Card Industry Compliance Guide describes PCI compliance as a set of standards to, quote, ensure that all companies that accept, process, store, or transmit credit card information maintain a secure environment, thus allowing customers to trust you with their sensitive payment card information. It ensures that the extra steps have been taken wherever possible to ensure technological security. Now, without PCI compliance, potential liabilities as listed by the PCI Security Standards Council include diminished sales, high legal costs, lost jobs for C-level executives, and even going out of business entirely. With all that at stake, it's safe to say that PCI compliance is something your restaurant cannot afford to go without. Keeping information safe, whether personal or business related, is something we all value. When it comes to securing your restaurant's information, cloud-based point-of-sale systems are a much wiser and safer way to secure data compared to legacy point-of-sale systems. This is mainly because legacy point-of-sale systems store information in the technology within the restaurant. While back-office servers store sensitive data on-premise, cloud-based servers don't. And that means customers are not at risk for on-site data breaches. Cloud-based technology can also be monitored wherever you are, so that you can detect suspicious activity at any time. Credit card information is very tempting to data hackers, but there's no point in stealing information if they don't understand it. Now, some point-of-sale systems have the capability to immediately encrypt credit card information as soon as the card is swiped. As part of the encryption process, everything is immediately and securely transferred throughout the transaction process. When this sensitive information is encrypted, both you and your customers can take comfort in the security of the transaction. Encrypting a credit card number in the card reader hardware as soon as the card is swiped means that an attacker cannot steal credit card information by installing malware on your network. At that time, there's no worthwhile information on site, so the risk of information theft decreases dramatically. Technology is always changing, and that's a good thing for your restaurants, but only if you're using updated software. When technology isn't updated accordingly, your system could be easier to crack by data thieves who are constantly getting smarter as they try to figure out new ways to break a system. This is why you should employ restaurant technology that offers regular performance updates. Software as a service models are typically priced on a monthly basis to offer continuous security enhancements. When software engineers pick up on a possible area for a security breach, they dedicate time to fixing and resolving the issue for a subsequent software update. Make sure you receive frequent updates from both your POS provider and your operating system, which is what runs the hardware you use, like Android or Windows. This way, you are covered on every angle. Now, since Windows XP-based POS systems no longer receive those crucial updates, consider an Android-based system so that you'll be a more secure business for credit card transactions. If a POS provider says that they have made improvements to their software to prevent the actions of a recent attack after that attack has already happened, take it with a grain of salt. While this is a seemingly reassuring message that suggests the company is on top of their safety, It actually means they were susceptible to a breach in the first place. They were being reactive, not proactive. Instead, conduct transactions with a POS company that reviews historic hacks and proactively plans solutions. While there is no such thing as an invincible POS provider, there are those that have made purposeful and intentional decisions about security, and it's one of those POS providers that you should be using in your restaurant. Now, unfortunately, we live in a world full of cyber threats, identity theft, and credit card hacks. It's a harsh reality faced by all businesses, including restaurants. But for the sake of your restaurant and your guests, taking the time to research and wisely choose a safe, secure, and trustworthy restaurant POS may just make the difference between a thriving business and a hacked establishment. That wraps things up for this edition of Toast Top 5. What tips do you have for other restaurant owners looking to beef up their security? Let us know in the comments below. And be sure to subscribe to the Toast Restaurant Management blog for regular posts on restaurant safety, security, and technology tips. Thanks for watching.